You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet Podcast Network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 6 of Two Gems and a Mic. Excuse me, season 6 of Two Gems and a Mic. Got ahead of myself. Hey Tanisha, what's going on?
Hey, I'm having a wonderful whatever hiatus, but I'm back.
We back.
It was nice. It was nice, but we're back.
Need a little break, had to spend some family time, had the grandson here. We did our thing, shot up to New York, had family here. It was a good summer. Summer ain't over yet, but it's winding down, so we getting ready for the WNBA playoffs and the NFL season. So let's just jump right in. We got 2 guests with us today. Our first guest, we're going to talk to, well, I don't even know if we're going to call him a guest, but we will. Darren Smith. What's up, Darren?
What's going on, ladies? Long time no see. So,
Hey.
Yeah, we've been hiding from you all summer.
I know. I've been trying to do some civil rights marches and stuff. That's what y'all been away.
He looked like he ready, don't he?
You know I'm about to hit him with that casket short. He already knew. He
me and Reverend Al, you know what I'm saying, been hanging out this summer.
You ain't got enough of a shag to hang out with Reverend Al. You gotta let your hair grow some.
No. It's about to be the same color if I ain't careful though.
Yeah, you got the gray. You got the gray, but you ain't got the length.
For now.
You got to get the length. Tanisha working on the length.
You can't perm it.
All right, we going to bring in our second guest. Been a while since he been on the show with us. What's up, Big Pat? Silky?
What's
Silky
up, people? What's up, people? Glad to be back once again. I missed y'all.
We missed you, too. We know you've been busy. Been a busy man. I see all them puppies you got at your house. What's going on? You running a kennel?
No, I got two big ones, and I got two puppies.
Okay.
Silky P and Bitsy, and
Really?
they're ruling the roost.
All right.
You know,
You
the
named
wife
the dog
is.
Silky.
Yeah, well, the wifey did that. She came up with the names. We had one more named Oscar, but we ended up letting one of her co-workers have him, and he's having a great time where he's at.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Good. I love to hear it. Unfortunately, I lost my buddy Brody. He passed away a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, ain't nothing like him. Most loyal creatures in the world.
You know I got a special place for Brody from when I tried to come in there drunk.
Yeah, Brody had you hopping up on my countertop. Yeah.
I ain't know Brody was in the house. He came out like a villain, only to lick me.
Yeah.
I was on top of the island.
Sweetheart. Hey, Pat, you got something coming up. Let's talk about that real quick.
A tour that we have in the Pro Rivals Tour. You know, we got that going on. Me, a guy named Tim Wilbanks, Eric Davis, Jeffrey Hammonds, John Smotes, and a few others. We came up with this Pro Rivals Tour where we have golf events for sports, NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL. And normally they have their own specialized event that we'll have at different venues, around the country. But this one we're doing this next week coming up is the one where we're combining all 4. So we'll have 80 players playing in Fairhope, Alabama at the Grand Resort there. $500,000 purse, so hopefully I'm on my game.
Yeah, I hope you're on your game too, so you can buy me some dinner.
It's somewhere in you. I've seen you actually play a good game of golf.
Oh, I know he got it in him. We know he got it in him. Just got to get it out at the right time.
Yeah,
that golf is tricky. I've been out there at the range and taking some lessons and stuff. I ain't ready to get out there with you. I mean, yeah, they'll have some fun, but I'm not ready yet. But I'm going to be ready.
Well, I can't say sober Pat's a better golfer.
Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. And
I
congratulations. Let's put it out there. Congratulations to Sober Pat. You're doing fantastic. I say God bless you and keep it going, brother. We all here with you. We all here
absolutely,
with you.
Well, I
It.
absolutely.
appreciate it. Appreciate it a much.
Yep. Yep. All right. So we gonna jump into. Let's jump into the WNBA. We're gonna cover some NFL, of course, but we're gonna jump into the WNBA first. So I know Darren, you've been watching because we've been betting and losing. Um, the
Lord,
Not
Minnesota
because of
Lynx,
us.
the
Yeah.
Minnesota Lynx came out like they had something to prove from last year, and they've been playing
uh-huh.
very well. Unfortunately, Nafisha Collier got hurt. It was a
Uh-huh.
40 point. They were winning by 40 points. She had no business in the game. We can talk about that at another time, another date.
That
But
part.
yes, so she's hurt. I think they're holding her out. I don't know if she's like still injured, but it's smart. They're still in first place, and they're holding her out
Uh-huh.
until the playoffs, or they should at least hold her out to the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
Um, I see the New York Liberty. They're playing them now. That's a tough game. They neck and neck in the fourth quarter. Um, the Aces. Now that's a team, and I'll let y'all jump in because I'm doing most of the talking. The Aces was a team I wrote off a while ago. I don't think I wrote them off. I said, hey, they can surprise you, but they've really surprised me the way they've come on. Atlanta's doing well, and of course, Caitlin Clark hasn't played, I think, in the last 14 games. So,
Mm.
what's y'all take? What's y'all's take?
Well, I'll start first. Still impressive what Minnesota's been able to do. Now, granted, of course, they're trailing at the moment, but very impressive on their end because they've been able to have their other players such as Courtney Williams and Cabrina McBride kind of step up in place of of Nafisa Collins' absence. And so, when you look at the other teams, the Vegas Aces, look, they were getting blown out. They were having some serious blowouts in July, and the fact that they somehow may have had a players meeting, turned things around, got their record above
They had the
500.
worst blowout in WNBA history.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah.
and and they were
Sure.
essentially out of playoff contention. So the fact that they're like in the fifth seed right now, and Indiana's kind of surprising. The fact that they're just a little over 500, but of course without Caitlin Clark and now they lost Sophie Cunningham for the remainder of the
Well, they've
season.
lost
They've
so
been dropping players left and right.
they
So
lost Sophie, Ari McDonald,
Uh-huh.
Sid Colson, and now Sophie went out the other night. We don't know how long she out,
She's
but we
out for the
know.
she's
rest of
out
the
for the
season.
season. She's
Oh,
She's
out
she
for
out
the
for
did.
the
I
season.
didn't
season.
hear that one. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
yeah,
says
they
so.
got three that's out for the season.
Yeah,
Three
she's done.
guards that are out for the season. We don't know what Clark's going to do. When she come back, she's going to be rusty. But I'm going to tell you what. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I'm going to say it again. That team resolves around Kelsey Mitchell. And if people ain't catching that yet, shame on them. They don't know basketball. It
Mm.
always has before Clark got there and while Clark is there. If you take Kelsey Mitchell off that team, they don't do what they do. They got her 39 points last night. She
Killing.
is the team. She is the team. She's consistent. But I think them going to the playoffs, if without all of that power, I don't think they're gonna go anywhere. I don't think
I
they're
I mean,
gonna
think the
go
they're the
team
anywhere.
that
six. They're in the six. They're in the sixth seed now. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I I think the team to watch out for if they're able to sneak in is going to be the Washington Mystics. With the Sonia Citron along with the Kiki Iriafen, that team being led by those two rookies, along with Shakira Austin. I think if they can I think they're like right on the outside of it. But
Yeah, they're like
if they can get in over L.A. and maybe Seattle, I
They
think they
not
can make a nice showing.
they're
I
in
don't think
that
they're gonna get
tenth.
over. I don't think they're gonna get in over Golden State, which I'm really impressed with Golden State as
Yeah.
a expansion team. Golden State has been playing very well. Washington gave up everybody. Washington gave up Brittany Sykes. They gave up Aaliyah Edwards, who was their
Mhm.
first round pick last year. So I don't know. I think they're going through a rebuilding because it was like, let's just give away our best players.
I know, but rebuilding when you're giving away your last year's number, I don't. How is that rebuilding?
Yeah, I don't understand giving away the first round pick. Your two rookies that you got this year are good, but I don't understand the rest of it. Pat, you
That
kind of
don't.
quiet. You ain't been watching.
Been watching a little bit. I'm just a little heartbroken. My favorite player went out, and I did see today that she was out for the rest of the year. So,
Who's
you
your
know, I'm,
favorite player?
well, I'm a big Sophie Cunningham.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Pat.
But, I like the enforcer. I like the enforcer. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, she got
She
over there
dirty.
and started enforcing stuff, and they started leaving that girl alone. Dirty, and I don't know about that. She just don't
I
take
haven't
a
been a
lot.
Sophie Cunningham fan since college. I think she's a dirty player, but we can agree to disagree. But yeah. I mean, I don't want no player to go out, whether I like them or not. I want everybody to be full strength, so at the end of the year,
No
end of
excuses.
whatever, ain't nobody got no excuses.
Hmm.
So,
Every team needs a Dennis
well,
Rodman.
and she's that. Okay, I give you
Clearly.
that. She is that. She is that. But yeah, definitely, that's ooh.
Done for the
I'm not
year.
a. Yeah. I can't get with Sophie.
It should have been Aaliyah Boston, but that's another story for another day.
What? Who should have been hurt?
No, she should have been the enforcer.
Mm.
Well, she doing Aaliyah Boston. You know that whole team has an identity. It's come from the coach. They whine and they do stuff, and when they get called for it, they mad. But when the other teams, they're doing the same thing. Everybody doing the same thing. So, the big
Hmm.
thing now is that the Indiana Fever are getting picked on by the officials. I'm not buying that. But I'm with you, Pat. I don't much as Sophie is not on my top 10 list of anything. I don't want nobody to go down. But she is that. Sophie can get in your head. I see her getting in the head of a whole bunch of people. She
Now
does that. She does her job.
She
she
up
just
in
ain't
here,
came across
Tina.
the right one.
She up in here, Tina. I'm
Hmm.
telling you, she up in here, Tina.
Now she just ain't came across the right one.
No, yeah, ain't nobody trying to give up their season or their money.
Yeah,
That part.
And she know that. She know that.
yeah.
She's
Just
known that since college. Because
trust me, ain't
when
nobody
she
worried
went into
about
South
Sophie for real.
Carolina, when she was in college and she went into South Carolina pulling that stuff, yeah, it was like okay, okay, you can give it a shot. But all right, so let's with given everything that we said with the season winding down, do you see Minnesota with Fee coming back? You see Minnesota there. You see New York. New York's playing without Stewie too, so that's a
Yeah,
little
and I
rough
know,
for them.
I know we haven't really had a show. I think since maybe around the All Stars. So I know we're probably looking at who we're looking if we're still going with our original picks and MVPs and stuff. But again, gotta see what Nafisa's going to look like, especially in Brianna, because all these players missing a lot of time, including Caitlin. They got to get that. They got to get their legs
Timing.
out. Yeah, the legs, the time, and the shooting, the wind, all that stuff, and just to put them back in there. If they're not up to speed when they come back and start going at it full speed, they could become a detriment to the team. So hopefully, when the time comes when they come back, they'll, everything will be will be up to speed with all them. But right now, I'm liking the way I'm actually liking the way Phoenix is playing. I'm loving me some Melissa Thomas right now, and the way
Okay.
she's playing and leading that team.
Alyssa Thomas, I think if you're and you are those who are true WNBA fans, she gets her respect. If you're not, they don't. Somebody putting up triple doubles the way she is, and it's wherever she goes and whoever she's against. She's a beast. She's a beast. I think they can have her in the running. They have her. They have Asia. Nafisha Collier in the running, and now they're starting to bring up Kelsey Mitchell in the running for the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it's Sabrina Ionescu. I'm not over the edge on that. She's doing her thing, but those first four that I mentioned, they're doing their thing every night. I'm still looking for the person. I saw Carrington, who they traded from Dallas when they
Yeah,
traded
yeah,
Carrington, and they had a mic in front of Carrington's face. She's one of the best defensive players in the WNBA, and they
Mm-hmm.
said, "What can you do to stop Asia?"
I ain't gonna lie, I can't really put Nafisa back out there because you start to miss too many games where that has your availability has to count, and so right now if I had to do it, I guess if I had to choose. It would to me it would be between Asia and Alyssa, but that's just me because I like a player that's all around, and of course Asia's still one of the best, one of the top players in the league, if not the world. So, but and just sometimes how voters get to fatigue and stuff like that. Again, I'm impressed. But like I said, but she was also on the court when they had that largest blowout and stuff as well. So you can't kind of overlook that. But yeah,
She was
but
on the court
I
doing her
think
thing.
it'll.
The rest of the team didn't show up, but they
I
made
know,
some changes
I
because
know.
Jewel Lloyd is coming off the bench, and since Jewel Lloyd is coming off the bench, they have won 8 out of 9 games.
Yeah,
So
Mm.
that might be the change right there.
yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but Pat, who you looking at for the MVP?
Well, I like Anescu. I just think that she's done a lot since old girl's been gone,
Stewart,
Brianna.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's fair.
and then she's gonna give it to you pretty much every night too. I mean, or at least all the games I've watched, and I think she's playing really, really good basketball right now.
Actually, if you think about it, her teammate Jonquil Jones is actually playing better than she is.
JJ
Jonquil's,
playing good ball
yeah, she's
since
been.
she's
I know
been
she had a
back.
double double. Well, I think they both had double doubles this evening, but yeah, they've been, Jonquil's been out there killing it. So
Yeah, JJ's been playing. She's been playing real well. But me being one that has never been like a big Inescu fan in the past, I've
Mhm.
come to like her more and more this year.
Mhm.
The way she plays and the way I can tell she's worked on that game. She had a good game tonight. She's one of the reasons that they're winning. She's definitely one of the reasons that they're winning. So, they just put that one. They just beat the Lynx.
Mhm.
So that was John Quell had 22 points and 10 rebounds. So I mean,
yep.
it's like
Mhm.
she you might throw her back in the mix. She was the MVP what
Mm.
4 years ago? Four
Yeah.
years ago. So it's she played really well. And that's you had 17 points. She had a double double too. 17 points, 11 rebounds. But yeah, that's not bad. I'm looking at the way if depending on how far they go, before the end of the season because it's not supposed to have anything to do with the playoffs. I'm looking at Asia because she's put that team on her back and carried them and getting them back to where they should have been. So we'll see. But I do love Alyssa Thomas. Do love
Yeah.
that game. Tanisha, what you got?
I mean,
MVP.
I'm kind of with Pat. I mean, in the sense that when your main person go down, somebody got to step up and compete. I'm a big Asia fan, so and Asia's my front runner, but it's tight for me because when you look at what your team needs and who's got to step up when stuff go down, that stuff counts. You know what I mean? And I mean, hell, I was watching the other day. She shot from the logo. I
Hmm.
like, God dang,
Who you talking about?
Sabrina.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man, she was out there raining. I'm like, I'm loving her game now. She stepped it up. It looked like almost like this summer they went in and they did whatever they were missing. It's like, hey, we got a new kid in town. We all need to get in here and make sure that we submit what we need to do. And to me, I hate to say it, but with Caitlyn in the league, it seemed like everybody game stepped up. Really, to me, like the things that they needed. I always said that her handles were bad, but look what's going on. I think it's since stepped a lot of people game up, and I'm loving what Sabrina doing. I'm not gonna front. I love it. That doggone, they're shooting that. She's shooting it with confidence too. That's what
She
makes
been
it even
shooting like
better.
that since Oregon.
Huh? It
She
look
been
real
shooting. She
good
been
right
pulling them
now.
up since Oregon, and she was pulling them up last year in the playoffs. So she's good. I ain't gonna give Caitlyn the credit for Sabrina's game.
No, I'm
Sabrina
just
been on point for that for a while. So
ain't.
I think there's more focus on other people now because I noticed that the WNBA pulled a game from ABC the other day and put it on the on the NBA channel because Caitlyn has been playing. So now you're getting the opportunity to see other players play also, and it's like, oh, that person can play. So, but we'll see. It's heating up. We'll see. It'll be down to the wire. Let's switch. Let's switch over to the NFL. Got some preseason games under our belt. Got some more coming up. I know Pat, y'all went to the first one out there. Wanted to talk about the Kansas City game, but I also wanted to talk about Arizona because you got another family member out there, and he had a good game, had a good showing. So you would talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good atmosphere out there. Of course, I had talked to Patrick before the game started, and he was telling me the first play was going to be a bomb, but they end up fumbling the kickoff and getting a penalty, and so it's hard to throw a bomb from the 12, 15-yard line. So I got to see him play a little bit, and he threw um, one touchdown pass for 1 yard, and then of course Keaton did his thing on defense, got a pick, and also broke up a lot of different passes.
Let's talk about. I mean, you threw his name out there, Keaton. Most people may not know who he is. Let's talk a little bit about him and your relationship to him,
Uh,
yours and
well, I,
Tanisha's.
well, I think that would be my second cousin. He's my first cousin Tika's son, who's um, been playing for a long time. He went to the University of Texas, did mostly special teams there, got to play a little defense, and then got to play a little bit more his last year there at Texas, and then transferred over to Nevada and had a good season there. Was invited to the combine and impressed, and fortunately was drafted in like the seventh round.
So we pulling for. And I saw that. I saw the interception. He got some ups too. So
When he timed that perfectly,
perfectly,
didn't he?
perfectly. And we watched him play. Tanisha turned me on to who he was. We watched him play in college. So wish him the best going forward. So
He
let's
good.
just talk about. Go ahead, Tanisha. You want to talk about that game in
No, I'm
particular?
just saying he just got good pedigree. He
It's
got an
in there.
aunt. He got an aunt that's in the Hall of Fame in Baylor. I mean, the dude got speed, good timing. I'm glad to see that Keaton is fitting in. He's coming into his own right at the right time.
And wish
Yeah.
him health and growth in the NFL. So what major takeaways from teams have you seen thus far? We're gonna get to who the QB1s that have been named thus far in a
Mm.
minute, but what takeaways, if any, have you seen where you said, that made you take that and say, if any?
Well, I'm gonna be honest on my end. I'm not really seeing too much because I don't think a lot of teams are trying to play their starters in preseason to try to show much. If anything, I think I've been more impressed with some of the rookies that have played in the preseason. I think Shador did well in his first game. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns, think he was average. We really haven't seen a whole lot from. I think Jackson no, Tyler Shook from no, not Tyler Shook, but Jackson Dart from New York. I think he did well in his first stint, the first game for the Giants. So and of course the running backs, we've been seeing them do. Been pretty impressive. I think Ashton Genty, has some good runs for the Raiders so far this preseason. So I'm looking more at the rookies more so than the teams in general because they're not showing a lot of. Now, granted, would it be in the final preseason game, a lot of teams will have their quote unquote dress rehearsal, but I still don't think that that we'll see a whole lot from them.
Okay, Tanisha.
I like what I'm seeing. I think the Chargers are doing a good job. The young guys are getting after it. Look like they got some good talent on their team. Like Darren, I thought Shador did very well. For his game when he was playing. Um,
Unfortunate injury there
yeah. I mean, but he's got the
because of his.
oblique injury now,
Yeah.
so I mean, it's been just kind of so because like he said, a lot of the people that you are expecting to see aren't playing.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so
Pat, what you say?
Well, I've been watching. The thing I think that I've noticed the most is the Bengals defense is still horrible. I mean, if you watched that game last night, I mean, it was guys that you
mm,
never heard of that were running the ball right past them and everything. And sure, they may not be playing all their guys, and I know Trey Henderson isn't there, but I don't think one man can make that big of a difference in the defense. It's a thing I just don't really understand because they got all the tools and all the weapons on offense, and it seemed like they would try to figure out some way to get them some kind of defense.
mm,
Ownership is cheap.
Yeah, but I mean, you only got Joe Burrow for so many years, and Chase and all those guys working together. You figure you could put something together. It's kind of like the Chiefs did the first year. We had the high flying offense, but our defense wasn't the best, or maybe it wasn't the coordinator didn't have the best schemes, and they did make a change when got Spags, got some guys that could play defense, and now that thing is kind of went a whole different way now. That where defense is damn near more important than the offense is right now.
So let me before we jump to the QB1s, there are teams that have hype, right? So my team, they have hype, I guess, because they have hope, right? So you've seen more people at a Giants preseason game than you've seen at a game in a long time. Do you think any other teams are hyping or feel better? I mean, because you look at some of the sidelines, I know I have. I've looked at some of the sidelines and I'm like, damn, he's there. Oh, he's there. He's there. So you hear of the trades early on, and then you see the trades. It's a different thing. So that impact on the team. I know one of the trades that was going on, or they've been talking about, and y'all can tell me if it happened with Mechie,
Yeah,
Hmm.
Michi. I'm
Michi.
Yeah,
sorry. Did I?
It's Michi,
he's
wide
with the
receiver.
Eagles now.
They
Yeah.
did. The trade did go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Went
Do you
from
understand that trade?
But yeah, the Eagles just they're strength on strength.
I mean, but giving him up,
the Texans.
yes,
Mm,
makes sense to
not,
you.
not really. But I mean, I think sometimes just teams just feel like you know just need to change the scenery, and I think
Okay.
that's what happened with him.
Okay.
And to your point about, I guess expectations, I guess if we were to go off of what we saw over the weekend, I guess maybe this could be a breakout season for Caleb Williams with the Chicago Bears. He's going to need it. With Ben Johnson as his coordinator, as his head coach now. So and I think he had a pretty good game over the weekend, and so I think Bears fans, based off of what they were seeing in practice and then what transpired in the preseason game, I think there's going to be a lot of expectations for him as well this upcoming season.
A question for y'all, because me being a Giants fan, I have to ask this question. You think Russell Wilson's going to bring some life to the Giants?
Yes.
Tanisha?
I don't see why not.
Pat?
I think he's going to do good. I also feel that the young guy is going to get his chance though at some point in this season. I mean, I just think they're in a tough division.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be a lot of wins, and at some point, that guy to save his job, he's going to have to put that the
Get
first
on his
rounder
back.
in and to show that they're making some progress.
Unless the
Let me
Giants are sitting
let
in
me
first
flip this
place, which ain't
question.
going to happen. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me and just pose this question. We talk about these players and the young players, but how much of it is the coaching needs to actually do some coaching? We talk about we look at the Giants as you mentioned, maybe putting the young guys in, but like the Cleveland Browns with Kevin Stefanski, they're playing this quote unquote game about these QBs and competition or whatever, and then there's a lot in the local media think that they're trying to tank for Arch Manning. And it's like and thinking that these coaches are going to be around to maybe get a good quarterback next season. To me, I'm always of the adage that you should be trying to win every game, whether you do it or not is the outcome. But a lot of times it just seems like if you're trying to just give it up, I don't know. It just baffles me at times. And so I guess Pat, being a former professional athlete, how would you feel in the locker room about that?
Well, I mean, of course, the players are going to want to win. I mean, we want to go out there and win every game. You don't want to wait for to lose to try to get somebody else when you don't even know what that somebody's going to be once they got there. I mean, there's no surefire, first round picks that's going to, definitely go change the whole team. So uh, I just believe that, you go out there, like you said, you try to win every game because every game that you win, the better your stock is going to look too. So, it's a deal where, yeah, you want to have a chance to get some good players, but you want to go out there. You're a professional, and what you're taught to do is win. So you're gonna go out there and try to do the best job you can.
Agree. And Darren, you mentioned coaching. Um, I look at yeah, Pat, I don't know what you got. Turn something off there. Uh, you take a play like the Giants, right? They look totally different than they did with Daniel Jones. So maybe this coach is a better coach. So I think it's a matter of matchup.
Oh no, I'm with you on the matchup, but again, it just to me, if to me, I think Russell Wilson being the number one quarterback right now, I think he gives you the best chance of winning. And to say that eventually that you need to bring the rookie in, I think is kind of malpractice. Again, if Russell Wilson is your starting quarterback, let's see just how good this head coach is and put them in position to try to win these games. Because yeah, we're presuming that they're not going to have a good season, and that may be true. But if that's the case, then the onus should be falling on the coach, and for him to do a better job at coaching versus just trying to, maybe leave it up to a rookie later on in the season because the team is not winning.
Oh, I'm not saying it's a situation where they're going to do it right away. I'm saying that I think if there gets to a point where they're not going to make the playoffs, and they need to,
To
then
look at him.
see if they got something that can play.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair, of course.
Agreed. Definitely. I mean, if you're not, what's the reason not to look at him? Because you already didn't seen what Russell is. So absolutely. If I'm with you, I think Russell's gonna play well, but like I said, if it gets away from him, because in the division that they're in, they can't help but to look at what they got.
Agreed. All right, so we had some announcements today on QB1's. It we got Daniel Jones. I'm Pat. I'm gonna have to go ahead and take you out here because you problem. Let's see what you can do with your headset. We'll bring Pat back in, but so Daniel Jones is one. We had Joe Flacco is another one. Let me see who is our other two quarterbacks. I think we only had two or three that was named starting.
But Joe Flacco was named as the starter
Right.
for the Cleveland
Joe
Browns.
Flacco was the Cleveland, and we also had Daniel Jones named as a starter for the
Colts.
Indianapolis
Colts.
Colts, yeah.
Then they're saying that the front runner right now for the Saints is looking like what's that boy's name from South Carolina?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Shook.
Rattler, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler's
Well,
looking
he was the
really
starter
good.
towards the end of the season, so I mean,
Yeah, he never
he
no.
should still be the starter unless he gets beat by Shook or whoever the other backup quarterback
I
is.
really don't have any issues with that when he played over in Atlanta and stuff. I mean, he's gonna grow. He's already had some experience out there. Yeah, that's not shocking to me over there in New Orleans. It's not.
Okay. So Pat, we talking about you probably heard us. We was talking about the QB1s. I mean Daniel Jones has looked good, and it could be the coaching, could be the style of play that New York had, could be what they had.
Well, I mean, Daniel Jones, I think the other guy is just not at a point where he's reading defenses that well yet. So, you
Richardson.
know, yeah, and so I just think, like Darren was saying earlier, that gives them a better chance to win right now until this guy can kind of figure it out. And at some point, if they feel like that he's figured it out, I think they will bring him back. As far as the Saints Rattler, I think Tanisha was getting they confused a little bit. Ritter is the guy that was in
Yeah, my
Atlanta.
bad. You're right. You're right.
Rattler, I think he started out at Oklahoma in college and ended up losing his job to
Yep.
To Williams,
somebody, and then
Williams,
ended
Caleb,
up going
yeah,
to
Caleb
South,
Caleb.
Williams.
yeah,
Caleb.
going to South
You're right.
Carolina, and then
Mm-hmm.
I know he has the same agent as Patrick does, and he's been playing well, and it's a deal where I think that if he goes out and shows well, he'll be okay. He'll be the quarterback there.
Okay.
I think if I remember correctly, he kind of had some stuff happen. Like, you know how they go to the football camps and everything, and they compete on like 7-on-7, and there was some kind of video released on him and kind of gave him a little bit of a bad rep about being a team leader, but he was always like a high prospect, so it's not shocking to me that he's actually ending up battling for that job if not winning it.
Yeah, I think it took him 2 years to get himself back after leaving Oklahoma. Because he
Hmm.
left. It was like Williams. That whole thing at Oklahoma was crazy. Coach left. Williams came in. It was just a nightmare with all of that. So, given what you saw last year, given what you have now, looking at teams or whatever, early on, um, who are we looking at? Who are we looking at as the front runners?
For
Who,
what, to meet up in the Super Bowl?
no, I ain't even going Super Bowl. Just talking about front runners through the first 8 weeks. Who are we looking at as the front runners?
I think it's going to be the same old right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got the
just
Chiefs. I mean, the Eagles. I can't see the Redskins falling off. I
the
think
Ravens,
the Ravens are going to be there.
Buffalo. Yeah,
Buffalo is going to be there in their division.
a lot of it just
Um,
comes down to quarterback play, and coaching. Just situational football.
so no surprises. Nobody sneaking up on nobody to
well, I think
say,
if Caleb catches on and in Chicago, I can see a situation where, that's a tough division with Green Bay and Detroit and all them. But Detroit lost their OC. Um,
That's exactly where I was going, Pat.
they lost,
To see how the
they
DC as
lost.
well.
You don't know if Hutchinson is going to be back right. So they had a magical season. Minnesota, you don't know. Yeah, they got a new guy coming in there. I love their coach. I love their weapons, but he is a new quarterback coming
QB.
in. You don't know how that's going to fit. So it's just a matter if Caleb can learn that scheme and get it going, because the guy has proven that he can put points on the board.
Oh
And
yeah, he talented.
Chicago normally has a pretty good defense, so I can see them being in every game and having a chance to win some, and maybe upsetting a few people. And of course, everybody always talks about the Chargers, but I mean, that all depends on, like Darren said, that quarterback. If that quarterback is,
Healthy.
if he's playing like everybody thinks he can play, he could be a problem.
Look, for me, there's two teams that I'm shocked that Pat didn't mention that. I think we should just need to see how either the quarterback play is or the new coach. That is the Pittsburgh Steelers with Aaron Rodgers. He's not playing in the preseason at all. Tomlin says he's seen enough in practice, so we'll see what happens week one. And the team that they're going to be taking on is the New York Jets, and see what Aaron Glenn is going to do, with this team. And so, obviously they re-signed their two first round picks in Sauce Gardner, and of course the wide receiver on the outside end. And so bringing in the former Steelers quarterback and Justin Fields, get a chance to see what this new look team is going to look like, and see, of course, what Aaron Rodgers looked like as well. So I think those are two teams that could, I don't want to say surprise, but we get a chance to see what they're going to look like as well.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. We got another two preseason games to go, and we'll see
No, no,
what
no. One
happens.
left.
I'm
One left.
sorry,
We just got
one
this one.
preseason. Right, we started. Right, we started already. One preseason game left to go, and we'll see what goes from there. I'm excited about the season. I know we all are. We thank you too for coming on. I know your time is precious. Pat, we'll try to catch you. You stay on the move, so we'll try to catch you. Good luck next weekend. Hopefully, you'll come back and tell us how it went. And we throwing some dollars up in the air. So
Don't forget your little sister. Win some money.
don't forget your older sister over here. Throw some
I'm
money.
always around. You just gotta let me know in advance.
That's right. Right. I
I'm,
know we
I'm
can't tell you 5 minutes before. We'll let you know. But yeah, go down there, knock it out, take some good pictures, send us some pictures. We'll post them. We'll
Hey,
take
Pat,
care of you
stay by your
posting.
phone. I'm gonna give you a call as soon as we get off here.
All right.
yes, sir.
So
Sounds good.
once again, me and Tanisha gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about some stuff. But thank you again for joining us. Can't wait till the next time.
Peace, peace,
All right,
peace.
Peace,
later.
peace, peace.
Absolutely.
All right.
Love you, Pat.
Love you.
All right. All right, Nisha. It's our time. Our time of the show.
All
let's
right.
let's talk about, it's some crazy stuff been going on. There's a podcast that I think that we both got
Addicted to.
yes. I've been watching it for a while, and I think it hit the fan the other day, and it's called I've Had It. And these two ladies that come on and they talk about stuff they've had it. It could be people that, drive slow in the left lane, that, have 20 items in the 10 item line or whatever.
Yes.
Recently they were talking about culture, and they're tired of what they call the triple down MAGAs, right? That have said, hey, we're tired of the Mexicans, we're tired of the blacks, we're tired of the Indians, we're tired of this, we're tired of that. But they're all saying this stuff as they're sitting in an Indian restaurant. And I'm paraphrasing what they
Eating
said.
Mexican food.
And eating Mexican food, going to get soul food, going to get this. These ladies say, hey, go to Cracker Barrel.
They sure
Right?
did.
Stay with what you know. Go to Cracker Barrel. If you don't want any culture, go somewhere where it's plain and where
Don't
it's
get
bland.
your hair done by your gay hairstylist.
Right? Don't get it done by your gay hair. Don't get your makeup
None of
done by
that.
your gay hair. Your gay makeup artist and all those things. I mean, people. Some people have taken it as comedy and laugh, and we do. There's reality in comedy. What they said, it hit me. It hit me in a sense like, you know what? Wow. Because we talk about, come on, Cinco de Mayo, right? Everybody's out there. What are you celebrating?
Dude, I'm
You're
in
not
San
you're not
Antonio.
celebrating anything that had to do with the Mexicans or Hispanics. Taco Tuesday. Who is that for?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yep.
it's almost, the hypocrites. Hypocrites, and what people and the stuff that we're going through now, for people to say these things. And she was just saying, like, some people feel like, oh, if I if and they went on to say, oh, if I side with Candace Owens, then I'm okay. No, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, you're not. That's even
Nope.
worse. But okay, I just said a lot. What do you think of it?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I love the podcast almost for a different reason. I mean, obviously, I love the fact that they're real, they're speaking their minds or whatever, but more so for the fact that I think it's it has been an amazing feeling to be free to speak what you want to say. I work in a field where I can't do that. That's just not my job, doesn't allow for that. But on top of that, also a lot of things that I want to say about what we do, the sportcast, I have to dial that way back because I've had, been gone viral for clips and things of
Mm-hmm.
that nature. So the fact to see two women going in saying
Women.
what they feel, how it is, with no whole no, I mean, listen, when I tell you, you guys need to listen to the podcast, they do not play games over there.
And we get nothing, absolutely nothing, zero,
Yeah, there's
zilch, for amping this podcast up.
nah,
But when I
zero.
say, when you go talk about two people, and these are two white women
Yes.
that are speaking their minds, I don't know if they have jobs, don't care if they have
One's
jobs,
an interior decorator. I don't remember what the other
but
one is, but
right,
they say what they gotta say, and
but
that's
they
they
work for themselves. So you have a lot of autonomy and everything when you work for yourselves. When you work for
absolutely.
companies, you work for the government, you work for whoever, you have to dial back, like Tanisha said, what you said. What you listen to, nobody knows. What you post, people do know. But I just think they're worth listening to. There are others out there that are worth listening to. Too, you could listen to Candace Owens. It depends on what side you say, but be able to. The one thing I enjoy about these women is they
Hmm.
speak facts. So it's not just making up stuff.
Nonsense.
It's not just things I don't like. It's, with facts, along with facts.
I mean, I really think about this a lot. It's like, what really would our podcast be if we were free? Because the two of us offline, oh, these
Two
people,
different people.
what?
Yeah,
Shut down. They
two
wouldn't
different
know what
people.
to do. We are two different humans. Offline, y'all won't find anybody funnier. I'll put it
Right.
up against anybody.
But it goes back to a simple thing, right? Freedom of
Hmm.
speech. We really don't have it.
We
We
do
really
not.
don't have it, and both of us have both served, and we fought for that,
Yep.
and we served for that freedom of speech, and we really don't have it. So freedom of speech is pick and choose. People can say what they want, when others allow it, or it's okay with others.
Hmm.
The thing I like about these two women is they can say what they want, when they
When they
want,
want and how they want.
regardless of whatever, and how they want, regardless of however. So give them a listen. But just going back to that, it's also, I don't think they're malicious. I don't think anything about it. I just think they're honest. It's their honest views, but they speak. They're intelligent women, and they speak honestly. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue to follow them. I give them a shout out. It's you don't
Yeah.
find it too much. You don't find that
It's
honesty.
rare, and I love it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
raw and it's rare,
And it's raw. It's definitely raw. It
it's
ain't nothing
raw.
for your kids to be listening to.
No, I don't. This is not a family podcast, but right, it's not a family podcast. But I'm telling you, it's raw and it's rare, and I love the fact that they're doing it. No
Yeah,
holds barred. So yeah,
none whatsoever.
love it.
None whatsoever. So just go check them out. So with that, I mean, my closing thoughts are always, I think they have some kind things to say too, but I will always say, just be kind and be blessed, because we are just living in some crazy,
Whew.
crazy times, not just here in the United States, but throughout the world. So, as your friends, your family, your loved ones, don't wait till tomorrow. Tell them tonight that you love them.
Absolutely.
And Tanisha, I don't know, anything else you have for closing thoughts?
No, man, that we were on the same page. It was awesome that we were talking about the same thing, and we were just like, we have to give some love. So yeah, that's good for me. And like you say, be kind, be blessed. It's free.
Yep. It absolutely
Peace.
is. And one other thing I do want to add one other thing. So for our upcoming, because we never do, we never know what's going to happen from one week to another, but we're going to do a special episode on Sunday. We did confirm with Lynette Woodard, and we're also working on another guest to see. So we're going to talk some more
We might have a
WNBA
surprise.
with some WNBA players, and we're going to talk a little bit of trash. So I'm sure we'll have some fun. But like we always, Tanisha got
Exactly.
a
Cause
pickleball.
yeah. Because if we can get the two that I'm talking about, it's gonna be on and popping.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have some fun. But until next time, as we always say, please, be kind, be blessed, and peace.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to Two Gems on the Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.